Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
On The Debate tonight, the Election Commission of India has finalized the Nationwide S.I.R. The opposition is worried, almost in a frenzy. Republic says, yes sir, yes, we need the S.I.R. At 9 o'clock tonight, Tejaswi is positioned as the chief ministerial face. Bihar becomes a direct fight between Tejaswi and Nitish. But for some reason, the NDA has not announced Nitish as formally the chief ministerial face yet. What is going to be the implication of putting young Tejaswi as the CM face? Ladies and gentlemen, the Election Commission officials have met with the chief electoral officers of various states and union territories today to review preparations for a nationwide rollout of the special intensive revision, the very controversial S.I.R. of the electoral rolls. This meeting is very significant, and the Election Commission is moving at breakneck speed with only one agenda. And that agenda is, come what may, the electoral rolls in every part of this country are going to be cleaned up. This is going to be a controversial cleanup. The India Alliance does not want a cleanup. They say, leave it as it is. But the Election Commission says there's no question of that. They say starting November, we are going to clean up. And in what is going to make things more controversial, they are saying now that we've done Bihar, we're going to go to Assam next, Kerala next, Puducherry next, Tamil Nadu next, and Bengal next. West Bengal, ladies and gentlemen, where Mamata Banerjee is out to launch a political morcha against the special intensive revision or S.I.R. Viewers, it has always been my effort to put you on the side of the right. And unlike the namby-pamby channels, unlike the Lutyens channels, unlike the grey zone channels, unlike the fence-sitter channels, we take a clear ideological position towards what is right. And that's why we are saying tonight, clearly, as India's largest and most influential news network, the Republic Media Network is openly for the special intensive revision. Are we taking a political position? Are we taking a pro-BJP position? Absolutely not. I couldn't care less what the BJP's position on the issue is. But I believe that what the Election Commission is doing is not just right and necessary, but in fact, I would say it's been extremely delayed. Let me give you the example, leave the politics of it aside. If I share some numbers with you, you will be shocked. Let me start with Bengal. In Bengal, jaw-dropping data is coming out, jaw-dropping data. There has been an expansion of the electorate by huge amounts. The electorate of West Bengal, if you take all the regions from Alipurdwar, Kolkata, Malda, Purulia, Midnapur, Kalimpong, Jhargram, you put all of it together and you look at the mapping exercise in 7 districts which has been done. They found that 40 to 45% of the names in the 25 list do not match with the 22 list. So a whole bunch of new and unknown voters has come in. And as a result of that, Bengal's electorate in this 20-year period has gone up by 45%. The population of Bengal would approximately go up by 30%, 31%. The electorate of Bengal would go up by 45%. Put that graphic on. Which means something terribly wrong is happening in Bengal. But Mamata Banerjee says there's no need for an S.I.R. Who are these extra people? How many of them are Bangladeshis, Rohingyas, Chakmas, or from other nationalities? How many of them have come in through infiltration? She's not going to answer that question. Now let me move to Assam, ladies and gentlemen. My beautiful and wonderful state of Assam. The most recent intensive revision there was done in 2005, 20 years ago. All of you know the maximum amount of infiltration from Bangladesh has happened in Assam. The voter numbers have gone from 1.7 crore in 2005 to 2.4 crore in 2025, which means there is an increase of at least around 45.9%. Now, not just Himanta wants to know, Republic wants to know, the nation wants to know, how is the population of Assam going up only by 31%, but the electorate growth is by 45.9%, which means there is an extra 50%, do you understand, viewers, of unknown people who have moved in. It doesn't take you to be an Assamese, but it takes you to just be a person with common sense to guess or come to the conclusion this is all external, all infiltration, all inorganic, ladies and gentlemen. It does not add up at all. So what the Election Commission is doing is not just right, it should have been done years back. It's only people who are against national interest who will oppose the SIR. That's why we say, yes, sir, yes. And why should they be scared of SIR? They say they'll fight it tooth and nails. They'll say it's stealing votes. It's not. These people will complain because they know they are going to lose an election. Whether you lose or you win, you cannot be against a much needed cleanup of the electoral rolls. There is no need to make these kind of statements. I'll fight them tooth and nails, I'll hit the streets, etc., etc. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody called the SIR unconstitutional when it was done under the Congress government. Sorry to bring in the Lutyens' favorite Mr. Nehru in, but Nehru did SIR, Shastri did SIR, Indira Gandhi did SIR, Rajiv Gandhi did SIR, even Narasimha Rao did SIR. And now this man says it's stealing votes. How is it stealing votes? When your great-grandfather and your grandmother did SIR, was it stealing votes? Ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi makes no sense. I hope my argument is something that you find relatable. We say we are for the SIR, and it's necessary for the future of India. However, I may want to make a prediction today. If the India Alliance loses Bihar, they are going to go out complaining about SIR and do a national crying match. We must then watch out. The Election Commission is doing a good thing against all odds. We must support them. Let's debate.
The Election Commission concluded its two-day conference on the preparation on a nationwide SIR in the national capital. In its conference, the ECI has directed all states to finalize the preparation for the SIR in their respective states, signaling that a nationwide SIR is imminent. The nationwide call is clear: clean the electoral rolls.
The sanctity of the electoral process is very, very important. And therefore, it is important to weed out those that are fake voters. Only genuine voters should vote. And obviously, in any democracy, that is what we desire.
Amidst this, the ND is defiant on the issue despite its Supreme Court endorsed success in Bihar, continuing to target ECI instead.
निर्वाचन आयोग अपनी पहचान खो दिया है। SIR कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ के जितने राजनीतिक दलों की बैठक करनी चाहिए थी। निर्वाचन आयोग है, वो आयोग नहीं रहा, वो केंद्र सरकार के अधीन एक विभाग जैसे बिहार कर रहा है।
The BJP claims India's SIR narrative has fallen flat.
कोई SIR में घूम रहा था। SIR वाला नेता भी अभी बिहार और देश में नहीं दिख रहा। तू तो बेचारा हनीमून पीरियड में है।
A clean electoral roll is a must for a strong democracy, and SIR is a step in that direction. But the question remains, why is the opposition nervous?
This is the SIR debate, ladies and gentlemen. Nehru did SIR, Pankaj Sharma. Indira Gandhi did SIR, Priyanka Kakkar, even Rajiv Gandhi did SIR. And Pula Rao, you will be happy to know that Narasimha Rao also did SIR.
Arnab, Election Commission is facing a test of credibility.
So,
There is a charge of institutional theft of votes. There was a talk of bringing a motion to impeach the Chief Election Commissioner, Gyanesh Kumar, even though the opposition does not have the number. There's a clear charge of fake voters in Karnataka, more than 1 lakh, based on the records of the Election Commission itself. The BJP MP in Bengal says that more than 1.2 crore voters' name will be deleted
then don't
from
take
Bengal.
part in the election. No, if you
Therefore,
feel
who
the
is
election
preparing
commission
these voter lists?
is a fraud institution,
preparing
it is
BJP
carrying out a
officers?
fraud election, then why do you want to take part in the election and then cry? Tuhin is responding to this part of the debate. Tuhin, 1 minute.
BJP
Tawseef, that's to
will
Tuhin, not you.
prepare
You opened up
voter
the
lists
debate.
and
I'm
election
opening up the
commission
lines.
will put
Tuhin.
its stamp on it.
Tuhin. My information
BJP
is
will
after the
prepare
Bihar
voter
elections,
lists
if
and
they lose,
election commission
they are going to hit
will
the
put its
streets
stamp
in all
on
the
it.
states and union territories. They are going to make this a big
BJP will
tamasha.
tell
Big
in
tamasha.
which
It's time for the
constituencies
people
how
of this
many
country to
voters
take a
have to be
position
removed.
on where they stand on SIR. This is the hottest debate of the year.
patronization of voter lists.
Tuhin is on the debate. Tuhin.
All non-BJP voters
In the last
in a
3
strategic
months,
manner so
Arnab,
that
in the
BJP
last 3
candidates
months,
win.
they tried their best to scuttle the SIR exercise. Please calm down, Tawseef. In the last 3 months, they tried their best to scuttle the SIR process in the Supreme Court. But what did the Supreme Court say? Number one, it is a constitutionally valid exercise. Number two, that it is a routine exercise which should take place in all parts of the country. Of course, the Supreme Court put certain checks and balances in place, which is the job of the Supreme Court. But eventually, after all these checks and balances, finally, 3.66 lakh voters were found invalid. They were found, phony voters,
How
fake
can
voters.
BJP
Now,
MP
my
in
question
Bengal
is
say
this,
that
is
1.2
this,
crore
please don't
voters
barge in, have that basic manners. Have that basic manners. Allow me to complete when I'm making an important
Down,
point.
it's getting too
Now,
bad.
my simple question is
What is the basis?
are the invalidated voters the
BJP will
only
prepare
real
voter
vote bank
list
of the
and SIR will
opposition
put
parties
and
today?
election commission
Do
will
they
put its
thrive
stamp.
on these invalid fake voters who they are patronizing through distribution
is
of
being
fake
prepared in
Aadhaar
BJP.
cards across the country? And I think this fake Aadhaar card racket, which is at the core of fake voters being manufactured, and like you quoted the figures, there are the total number of the increase in voters is 15% more than the increase in population in at least 2 of the border states, which is a cause for worry, and therefore SIR should be there across the country. And my caution and my very my very well-intended note of caution to Mamata Banerjee: don't this time stoke violence. She has seen that. We have seen her do that on the issue of CAA. We have seen that after her do that after the Waqf Amendment Act. The violence in Murshidabad earlier this year was entirely her doing. Had she not stoked, had she not wetted, had she not insinuated, had she not spread all kinds of canards against the Waqf Amendment Act, the Murshidabad violence could have been avoided. And I think TMC should take note. They cannot stall constitutional processes. They have no business.
We are now
stalling
asking
SIR.
our viewers this evening, because wherever you're watching this in the country, be sure this will not be restricted only to Assam or to Bengal or to Bihar. This is going to happen where you are staying. The SIR is something which is going to be a national campaign. And you need to decide whether you're pro-SIR or no SIR. We are going to be opening up the polling on this wonderful debate we are having this evening. I want to hurt the Congress party. I want to hurt the Congress party by reminding them that when the first intensive revision happened, a person called Jawaharlal Nehru was Prime Minister. 1952-56. Then again, Pankaj, listen. When the second revision happened, lo and behold, the person in charge was again Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru. But he wasn't satisfied, Pankaj. Ye dil mange more, he said. And he got more. He did a third revision, Ishkaran. He said dil mange more. In 1961, he said, I want one more revision.
Arnab,
He did one more revision in 1961. These are bare facts, viewers.
Arnab, before even Mr. Nehru, before even SIR, because I think you are doing an incredible job by saying it's a national campaign, because win or lose Bihar, whichever party wins, it has to go national. The very basic, let's start with the basic. What is a nation? It is a defined region. It has a border. Then people legally within it are citizens. Citizens in a democracy choose their leaders. Now, if you don't want to have a border, illegal immigration, or you believe you bring people from outside India, make them voters in India, change the demographics of India, and then stay in power, then that is not only the job of Election Commission, that is destroying democracy from within. Anybody who opposes that there be periodic revisions of the electoral roll, that it be tested, that you show documents, how you are a citizen, how you should be a part of the electoral roll, why should you be voting, then you are basically calling democracy into question. So it is important. And it's all mixed. It is mixed with the illegal immigration aspect. It is mixed with the security of it.
SIR was done
they have gone to Supreme Court, not only on SIR, they have gone crafting beautiful stories to the Supreme Court so that illegal people can stay in Bharat. So it is all intermixed so that you remain in power by disenfranchising the genuine
real motive behind this. And let me ask you a simple question. Are you sure that the state of Assam will be included in nationwide SIR? Is it true that officials of Assam have already conveyed to the commission
that electoral fraud cannot be allowed at any cost?
Only
what is the point
National
you're
Register of Citizens, NRC, is
1
published
minute,
for the state.
Ishkaran, just pause for a minute. Ishkaran, pause for a minute, please. I request you. Ishkaran, kindly pause for a minute. Pankaj, 1 minute. You'll have to start from the beginning. Pankaj, you'll have to start from the beginning again. We missed out the first part, right? What was your point? Tell me on Assam. Tell me. What was your point on Assam?
I'm asking you, are you sure that Assam will be included in this SIR? Because officials from Assam have already conveyed to the commission their inclination to carry out an intensive revision of rolls only after the National Register of Citizens is published for the state. And commission is considering this.
So let me step forward and tell you this. Let me step forward and tell you this. You asked a question there. I'll get everyone in. I got Jyotsna in. I got others in. The debate is not about me. I am just saying one thing to you, that all of us know, if there is one state where there has been a tsunami of infiltrators, it is Assam. You must have NRC, SIR, everything possible to clean up and throw out the Bangladeshis from Assam. Pick them up, catch them, and throw them out. Throw them out. You know, this is one area where we should do what Trump did. Those who have entered the country, infiltrated into the country, should be picked up, and nobody should cry, oh, they are being targeted because they are Muslim. They are being targeted because they are foreigners. That is my position. I would like to call Priyanka Kakkar into the debate. Priyanka, you must be neutral in this.
Elections will start from the end of March.
No,
that means SIR in these states will have to be completed within 4 months.
Okay, let Priyanka Kakkar of Aam Aadmi Party come in. Let the TDP come into the debate. It's going to be a national issue.
You don't have to worry about that. The same
and let's have the
questions
polling numbers, pro SIR, yes SIR, no
I think,
SIR.
Arnabji,
Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka.
I think Rekha, we cannot ignore Rekha Gupta, the Delhi Chief Minister's statement. She very categorically admitted, she said कि Congress vote चोरी करती है तो दिक्कत नहीं थी, हम करें तो दिक्कत है. That answers everything. As far as you yourself said, it's a controversial
No, in what
scheme.
context did she
So
say that? Are you saying the Delhi Chief Minister?
Bonds?
No. You are obviously being usual. Usually you're being mischievous in that.
Yes, I'm saying.
You're being mischievous.
I am saying this. No, I'm not being
mischievous.
Please don't give me these adjectives. It is. Please ask your research team to play that video. It exists. Please.
You are experts at cutting
ascribe
things
these
out of
adjectives to me.
context
I
and
really
making
take
memes out of
objection to it.
everything. There's nobody better than your party on that.
Arnabji, I'm saying please ask your team to research. Please ask them to research and put out
Anyway,
this
let's
video.
go back
You
to
will
the
know
issue of
answer.
the
She's
SIR. Where
admitted
do you
to vote
stand on
chori.
it?
She
Let's
said
get TDP
Congress
versus
karti thi. Yes. So I'm saying you yourself said that it's a controversial scheme and it will meet the same fate as demonetization or electoral bonds.
I didn't say
It took
that.
some time.
I didn't say
remember
that.
the
I
entire
didn't say
media
that.
favoring these.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
All I'm saying is, you said controversial SIR. I am agreeing with you. You said controversial SIR.
Yeah, rest of it was usual AAP fluff.
I'm
You know, AAP adds
saying
everything
this
to
scheme will also
everything.
meet a similar fate like the... No.
Typical AAP misquoting
This
idhar udhar.
scheme will also meet a similar fate like the electoral bonds. All right, give me any adjectives you want. Let me finish at least. You did not interrupt anybody. All I'm saying is the scheme will also meet a similar fate like the electoral bonds. I assure you that. Also, since you mentioned that Assam में ही इतनी ज़्यादा घुसपैठ हो गई, so I think it's high time BJP answers कि 2016 से आपकी सरकार है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में असम में और सेंटर में भी आप है, तो इतनी घुसपैठ करवा कौन रहा है? ये किसका फेलियर है? I think that should be the objective. If we want to speak about a nationwide SIR, I think it's very important to analyze what has happened in Bihar, what is currently the Supreme Court saying. I heard a very
You can say
impassioned
this
appeal
sitting
from
in Delhi
Supreme
because you
but
think you are safe.
He was all fluff.
You think you are safe. I would request you one day, imagine, where do you stay in Delhi, which part, wherever you stay, I won't ask you personal questions, but wherever you stay, just imagine that the place is taken over by Bangladeshis. Bangladeshis are sitting outside the gate of your house. They don't let you get in, they don't let you get out. They don't let you move around. In fact, they terrorize you. They force you. Bangladeshis force you, surround you, and Bangladeshis say that this part of Delhi where you live belongs to Bangladeshis. I would like to see what you would do.
And the incompetent BJP.
The incompetence was the Congress. They sold out to the Bangladeshis. The Congress welcomed them in from 1965 onwards.
How long will you blame? Anyway, let me come back to the subject because it's a
There's
very
no subject.
controversial
We are either
subject,
pro
as you
SIR or
rightly
anti
put it.
SIR.
I think we need to. Okay, you please change the incompetent CEC who lets पहले पेपर लीक होते थे, फिर इलेक्शन की डेट लीक हो जाती है. बिहार में सुबह सुबह नीतीश कुमार जी 3,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च कर देते हैं, हर महिला के खाते में 10,000 डाल देते हैं और दोपहर में इलेक्शन कमीशन अनाउंस कर देता है 6 अक्टूबर को कि अब चुनाव होंगे. जब उनका काम हो जाता है, पहले पेपर लीक होते थे, फिर उसके बाद डेट लीक होने लग गई इलेक्शन कमीशन की. Give us somebody with integrity who can answer such important questions that there's the government.
It was the same election commission which made you win in Punjab. It was the same election commission. Then you congratulated them. In fact, you put out statements congratulating the election commission for the successful completion of the exercise. I have your statements on record. You were praising the election commission then for their neutrality. Come on.
Win or loss is immaterial. I
don't understand this.
Is immaterial. I am taking the same argument. I am borrowing your argument.
You are not borrowing my argument. You should borrow my argument, but you're not. Now, historical fact. See, Priyanka, you are not at fault here.
Let's analyze Bihar. Let's analyze Bihar. Let me analyze Bihar.
What is the? You don't have a stake in Bihar. You don't have any candidates in Bihar. What is your angle in Bihar? You are looking and you are jealous of Prashant Kishore. Prashant Kishore has done what Kejriwal wanted to do in Bihar.
But you just spoke to me about Assam. Let me speak about Bihar.
Because unlike your leader, he doesn't live in a, what is that, Moti Mahal or whatever Mahal.
I took questions.
Shish Mahal. He's on the ground with the people. Your leader was in a Shish Mahal.
This is digressing and playing to the gallery.
I'm not playing in the gallery. You built a 200 crore house and you were luxuriating there.
Let me please speak. Oh my God. I mean, मतलब और exaggerate करते रहो ना, मतलब आप मुझे SIR पे अपनी बात रखने दो ताकि मेरी 2 मिनट तो बात बिना टूटे चली जाए. आप मेरे को बीच में इतना टोक देते हो. All I'm saying is that it is the government of India's official estimates that Bihar की population is some 13.10 crores. उसमें adult population is 8.22 crores. But the election commission took a figure of 7.89 crores as the base point. पहले जो 65 लाख delete कर दिए थे ना, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जब बीच में आया तो कहा नहीं सिर्फ 3 लाख delete होने, 3.66. वो भी नहीं बताया कि सेम में अलग है. वहां भी
all this is confusing. I'll give you one figure. Let me get Jyots Nights. You see, let me tell you. If I ask you a simple question, and Priyanka, problem with AAP is that it's got confused as a party over the years. You should be clear-headed like me. And you should be willing to say Hindu-Muslim. You should not be afraid of it. The Muslim population shot up 34.2%. in Assam, according to the 2011 census, which means Muslim Bangladeshi infiltrators shot up. Why are you not willing to say that Muslim Bangladeshi infiltrators should be thrown out? क्या बताओ? What बताओ?
I am with you. They should be thrown out. They should be thrown out. Give me an ankara. How many were thrown out in 10 years? Trump sends our people in Hatkadis in a plane, humiliates our people, and we keep quiet. What do we do with these Bangladeshi Rohingyas? Why are they in our country?
Why
right
should
now?
I fight
How
for
many are
people
deported
who
and
have
voted
gone
on Trump?
illegally into the United States of America? Do you want people, Indians, to do that? अपने देश को छोड़ के, रूल तोड़ के कहीं और जाए, और आप बोल रहे हैं we should be fighting for them.
हम अपने देश से क्यों नहीं निकाल रहे?
I don't know this argument. Viewers, there are too many calls.
नहीं छोड़ा उन्होंने हमारा, हम क्यों
Take
अब
pro
तक
and anti views percentage-wise. Jyotsna is on the debate scene.
यहाँ पे अब तक बिरयानी क्यों खिला रहे हैं उनको हमारे
It's an infiltrator issue. Yeah, be clear. Tuhin should also be on.
Arnab ji.
Change the windows. Jyotsna, please. Jyotsna.
Arnab
It's an
ji.
infiltrator
Arnab
issue,
ji.
viewers. Infiltrator issue. That's what SIR is. Jyotsna.
Arnab ji, I think all these parties and all these people are forgetting one thing, that SIR is not political, it is procedural. Procedural. ये होता रहता था इससे पहले भी, अभी भी होगा, आगे भी होगा ना अर्नब जी. It's procedural. We are following the procedure. I believe. I mean, when I say we, definitely the country should follow a procedure. And this is something called, I would put it in a word saying that self-audit की तरह. We are here. आज जो दो दिन का जो हुआ ना अर्नब जी, it's merely not a bureaucratic review or merely not something that's happened, between four walls or things like that. We are trying to build a more stronger democracy, electoral democracy, where and we are trying to build that electoral integrity where we are actually strengthening the democracy before votes are cast, not after it. उसके बाद बैठ के ये नहीं सोचें कि यहाँ से infiltrators आ गए थे, उनका वोट पड़ा या फिर कुछ और पड़ा. We are trying to strengthen ourselves. We are trying to, make sure that not a single genuine vote is missed out, and also at the same time making sure and making very, very, I think it evident that not a single fake vote is casted. That is important, Arnab ji. I don't want to get into any other argument apart from saying that we are here to support something that is transparent. We are here, TDP is here to support anything that involves technical, expertise, and also that involves transparency. When SIR is introduced, and introduced in the sense, abhi, they have a problem with CEC, they have a problem with the system, they have a problem with the procedure, they have a problem with the man who is leading the CEC. Now, my point is, if you have a problem, आप उसके बारे में कुछ, affidavit लगाओ या फिर कुछ और लगाओ, go by the procedure. Go by the procedure. They don't want to do it. Simply ऐसा रहता है कि they just want to, blame. That's it. My point is, why are you just merely blaming? Why are you not going by the procedure? अगर आज के तारीख में there are like almost more than 1 crore new voters that are enrolled. Are they wrong? Are they fake? Are they fake? Do you believe they are fake? Then counter it. Put a case on it. Mr. Rahul Gandhi talks about so many things. Why didn't they file a single affidavit till date? That's what we are asking. And now, Arnab ji, again and again, I reiterate my point. It's purely strengthening our democracy. And आज के तारीख में ये जो बोल रहे हैं कि SIR is false and nothing is happening. For the past 2 days, I think they have reviewed so many things. They have reviewed the training of almost 11 lakh BLOs also. So we are trying to strengthen the system there. If you see anything wrong there, कुछ चीजें प्रोसीजरली भी आपको लग रहा है कि वो नहीं ठीक हो रही है, तो उसके बारे में बोलो ना. ये नहीं है कि सिंपली एक ब्लेम डाल दो कि सीसी काम नहीं कर रहा है, सीसी किसी और के लिए काम कर रहा है, सीसी एक पार्टी को फेवर कर रहा है. एंड अर्नब जी, as you rightly quoted, Congress doesn't have a problem when they win in Telangana, when they win in Karnataka, but Congress definitely has a problem when they lose in other states, especially Delhi, और कहीं पे if they lose, they have a problem. Now, ये तो selective, criticism हो गया ना अर्नब जी. Selective criticism है. When they win, CEC is very good. When they lose or wherever they lose, it is the problem of CEC. And definitely, it is a problem in the system.
No, I'm on a simple point here. I'm on a simple point, viewers. First of all, I think we should open up to calls because a lot of people are calling. Viewers, there is a danger here. And let me explain the present danger. What is the strategy of the opposition leaders? Every time, Tuhin, they raise this issue and they say, we will boycott the election. They said this before the last general election. They were threatening till the last minute. And I think one thing is completely unacceptable in any electoral or political system or democratic system, and that is, with everyone on, blackmail. I don't think any individual party has the right to blackmail the country. And what we are seeing here is blackmail, and I'm asking the viewers of Republic tonight, are you happy to see your country's democracy being blackmailed?
Election Commission is
Yes!
under scanner.
Tausif, I use the word blackmail. Don't try to blackmail the country.
I'm telling you.
No, 1 minute. Let me deal with Tausif. Don't try to blackmail the country.
Election Commission is facing a test of credibility. How can
You are facing a test of credibility.
BJP member of parliament is predicting 1.2 crore voters' name would be deleted from Bengal. Who is providing this data to Election Commission? The data is being prepared. The voter list is being prepared in BJP office, in which constituency, how many voters from which area have to be removed, and therefore
This is such
it will
garbage.
be shared with the Election Commission. Election Commission.
This is such garbage. Do you know how many Bangladeshi infiltrators there are in India? There are over 2, 3, 4, 5 crores. How did I know that?
BJP cannot dictate.
This is openly accessible data, information.
Can Election Commission explain this?
I'm opening up to calls. Sanjay is calling from Bhopal.
They have to prove.
Let's get the callers in. I'll get the callers in. Viewers need to interact. Viewers, my point is, do not blackmail the country. If you have the guts and you have the conviction, then boycott the election. Don't build an argument or an excuse for you to justify your loss. That's my take. Sanjay from Bhopal. Sanjay is live. Let's open 5-4 calls tonight. Sanjay is calling in from Bhopal this evening. Sanjay, hi.
Hello, Arnab.
Hi.
I'll be watching you from. Hello.
Hi, Sanjay.
Am I audible to you? Hello.
Totally loud and clear, Sanjay. Go on.
Yes, I've been watching you from last 9 years. From times now, I've been a huge fan of your work, Arnab.
Thank you.
And my opinion on this, on Congress party, just now what they're doing, slowly hating BJP, they've gone against nation. They don't have any nice topic what to do, how to.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
I hear you, Sanjay.
Yeah. And I support the decision that BJP is bringing, because all these Bangladeshi Rohingyas which are coming from Bengal, because mostly Mamta Bibi is there, and that is a vote bank. Full vote bank is going on, and which has happened in Assam, and I'm supportive with Hemant Vishwa is doing, because already we are dealing so many problems. We don't have immigration problems.
See, Pankaj, Sanjay, thanks. Uma Shankar from Hyderabad. You see that, Pulla? You see the anger among the people?
Good evening, Arnab.
Hi, Uma Shankar. How are you?
Am I audible?
Totally, Uma.
Yeah. It's good evening to everybody. I have 2-3 points. Point number 1 is, this opposition is playing a mind game, just fear psychosis create among the Muslims. And you can see yesterday, Shama, that Bangalore-based Congress, she said, because he is a Muslim, he was not added in the cricket.
Sarfaraz, you saw that yesterday. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I saw that.
Same thing. Here also they are playing the same game.
Yep.
Play the game among the Muslims, consolidate their votes, and divide India. Divide Hindus.
Completely, Uma. That's completely, absolutely straightforward stuff. Pulla, you're hearing that? And if you make it... Yeah.
Can I just say something? Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi, P.V. Narasimha Rao, great patriots for Sir. Nothing wrong with that. The whole issue now is with the Sirs, the Election Commission. They lost credibility. In 2020, July rather, Ashok Lavasa left. They accommodated him nicely in the Asian Development Bank. These gentlemen, you need, if you want SIR to be accepted, you need new Sirs. They become controversial. Whether they deserve it or not is not my book. They become controversial, ham-handed. Imagine, I just want to make one point. Their election is in November. They start the SIR process in Bihar in July.
Two occasions, these people were snubbed by the Supreme Court. On 25th August, the Supreme Court made some scathing remarks on the shady role which the Congress party and RJD BLAs were playing.
to show
You know,
the
in an
manner you
entire
want
month,
to show
not
you.
a single
The Supreme
affidavit
Court
was filed by
anything.
Congress and
The Supreme Court,
RJD, BLAs.
These
And I
gentlemen have
suspect
failed the country.
BLAs were
The election
tasked
commissioners have failed the
to
country.
actually
Ashok
spread
Lavasa
misinformation.
left.
Number two,
Why did he leave?
in
Let
early
these gentlemen
October,
get my
He left
sinecure.
because
making an important point.
he left because of personal issues. You are making things up. You are lying on national television. You cannot show a single statement
in early
about the retirement of Ashok Lavasa with any such controversy. This is the kind of mind games you try to play.
He is the only one who gave
No,
a dissenting note. That is why he was removed. He had to suffer.
October, in a particular hearing, Prashant Bhushan was snubbed because, you know, when he was asked to provide the list of people deleted, you know, you would recall, Arnab, a particular hearing in Supreme Court in the first week of, or in early October, when Prashant Bhushan was asked to provide the names of people he was fighting for whose names had been deleted, and the very first name was found wrong. And he was snubbed by the Supreme Court, which made a remark to the effect that, you know, are you fighting for ghosts? So this is the reality of the opposition. But the larger allegation that I want to make over here,
Election Commission was committing a fraud.
Also knows that the entire vote chori allegation is baseless. Rahul Gandhi also throughout knew that the vote chori allegation had no steam, it was baseless. He wanted to use it as a weapon to bargain for more seats with the RJD. In fact, if you look at it, Arnab, throughout, even today, RJD is not...
Priyanka.
Gandhi wanted to
Yes,
use
Priyanka.
this false charge to bargain for more seats.
The supporters of Godse and Anil Massi are giving a flawed argument. The Supreme Court, ultimately the Election Commission said only 3.66 lakh deletions after the deleted 65 lakhs votes. So the vanshaj of Godse and Anil Massi can't see vote chori.
Stop the exercise. Did the Supreme Court at any point say it's not constitutionally valid exercise? In fact, on the contrary, the Supreme Court said it's a routine exercise and should take place in all parts of the country.
अनिल मस्सी के followers को देखना होगा कि इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड भी एकदम से खारिज नहीं हुए थे और फिर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बताए गए थे।
नाम नहीं दे पाए। आप लोग
अनिल मस्सी को सपोर्ट कीजिए,
आप लोग
आप गोडसे को सपोर्ट कीजिए,
लाख के जितने भी फाइनली डिलीट हुए, आप लोग एक भी सही व्यक्ति का
अनिल मस्सी ने वोट चोरी की कि नहीं?
फाइल कर पाए?
सर अनिल मस्सी भाजपा का व्यक्ति था और उसने वोट चोरी की कि नहीं, बताइए ना।
रंजू देवी, मिंटा देवी जैसी झूठी खबरें फैला रहे थे। रंजू देवी, मिंटा देवी के बारे में उल्टा सीधा आप लोग जो है उल्टी सीधी
कर रहे हैं आप लोग। सर बताइए ना, सर कितने रोहिंग्या डिपोर्ट हो गए आज तक, बताइए ना। 11 साल में कितने रोहिंग्या डिपोर्ट कर दिया आपने? कुछ तो बताइए, कुछ तो आंकड़े होंगे। अनिल मस्सी 11 साल में कुछ बता रहा हूँ आपको।
अब तक कुछ 15,000 हुए हैं, लेकिन आने वाले सालों में जो आंकड़ा होने वाला है, आप हमेशा तारीख का बताओगे, पूछते रहेंगी।
अनिल मस्सी ने पैसे खाए। रेखा गुप्ता जी का बयान सुना, उन्होंने कहा हम करते हैं वोट चोरी।
हाई पावर्ड कमीशन का गठन हो रहा है, हाई पावर्ड कमीशन का गठन हो रहा है। उसके बाद जिस तीव्र गति से इनको बाहर किया जाएगा, आप लोग कांप उठेंगे, क्योंकि आपका सारा वोट बैंक खत्म हो जाएगा।
No, let me take the debate in a different direction, Priyanka, and bringing Jyotsna into the debate, bringing Ishkaran into the debate. See, you have a right to oppose things, Priyanka. Nobody is saying you're not. But you can't have it both ways. If you don't believe in the electoral process, then don't participate in the election. And then if you happen to win, don't say the Election Commission is good and conveniently sit in office. And at the same time, keep an excuse of an SIR or anything else and vote chori if you lose. It's convenient, hypocritical, and disgracefully opportunistic, Priyanka and Jyotsna.
They announced schemes on the date. They announced schemes on the date that the Election Commission is about to announce the elections. Can't you see? They announced an official bribe of 10,000 rupees to every woman of Bihar on the date that the elections are announced. Can't we see that? Don't we understand that?
Word, please.
I mean, apart from promising free liquor, you've done everything in Punjab. No. I ask you this. One minute. Now that you said this, since I would like to tell you that you are the winners of the Global Innovation Prize in reveries and freebies. You should be the last person asking anybody or questioning anybody for following the path that you have gloriously set for yourself. Where you, what does Bhagwant Mann have the money to deliver on his freebies, which he promised?
Windfall tax is exempted.
Arnabji.
Windfall tax is exempted.
Arnabji.
Do you know that, right? You know that, right?
Your leader said in 2024 May that he will do it before the Punjab elections. Why has he not done it till now? You've gone back on your promises. Have women in Punjab got the money that Bhagwant Mann promised him? Will you please tell me?
80%.
And did you not announce it ahead of the elections then? Did you not announce it ahead of the elections then? No, I will take you on. No, I will have to expose you on this. Did you not announce that ahead of the elections then? Did Kejriwal not give women freebies before the election? Tell me one election the AAP has not gone on a freebie spree on before the election. Tell me one election, Priyanka. Now you're looking left and right. You are saying Arnab has caught me on this.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you have? I've caught you red-handed on this.
Catch me because I come very prepared.
Where are you prepared on this question?
I am saying that we will collect taxes from people and ensure that taxes are also given back to the people. Where
1,000 to women in Punjab, where is it? 1,000 to women in Punjab, where is it? Paisa dijiye, you promised it, give the money. Come on, give the money.
We promised.
From Jalandhar to Amritsar, you said you'll give every woman money.
We fulfilled all of
No, you've not.
We make 100 promises, okay?
100 promises, I promised one.
Promises in tranches.
Jyotsna is on the debate. We are going off track on the debate. The phone lines are still open. And Jyotsna is making a comeback on this hot fight tonight. Jyotsna.
Arnab ji, there are a couple of things I want to make. One thing is, hands down, we all have to accept that democracy will be in danger if illegal immigrant voters are allowed to vote. Simple. I put my point, hands down. If illegal immigrant voters are allowed to vote, democracy will be in danger. So are these people for it or against it? I want to ask one question. Now, second thing I want to ask Priyanka ji is, if अगर वो लोग कुछ schemes announce करते हैं तो वो बहुत बढ़िया है, and दूसरे parties announce करते हैं तो वो तो that is like bribing. I don't understand the logic at all. And again, Arnab ji, vote chori ये जो बार बार बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा है ना कांग्रेस एंड द अदर पार्टीज. 1 minute, let me complete my point, please.
You bribe people. You give undue advantage to favored corporate houses. You don't care about the common janta.
Right. If you announce schemes, that is not bribing. If we announce schemes for the betterment and improving the standard of living of people, that is bribing.
जनता को बिल्कुल गरीब और अनपढ़ रखना चाहते हैं ये. You do not. You should spend 7% according to
Priyanka ji, hypocrisy at its peak.
You want the electorate to rest.
The announced schemes, you have a problem with it. ये कहाँ की नीति है?
हमने कहा होली दिवाली पे फ्री सिलेंडर मिलेगा दिल्ली में. हम भूल गए प्रॉमिस.
Jyotsna.
अभी अर्नब जी ने बोला है. 1 minute, Priyanka ji, let me complete my point also. Because vote chori, whatever the thing they are talking about, Arnab ji, there is a by-election that's happening in Telangana where Congress is contesting.
आपने अनिल मस्ती के सहयोगी.
Their own candidate, Mr. Naveen Yadav, was seen literally giving away the voter slips. Literally, voter cards भी दे रहा था.
Is that true, Priyanka? Respond.
अक्टूबर को इतनी सारी स्कीम अनाउंस करते हैं आप चोर लोग और 6 अक्टूबर को फिर चुनाव अनाउंस कर देते हैं आप. लोगों को दिखता नहीं, समझ नहीं आता. 65 लाख लोगों के नाम काट दिए. सुप्रीम कोर्ट की फटकार के बाद 3.6 आ गए. शर्म नहीं आती आपको? कहाँ गए?
Hold on, Priyanka
ji. If you don't believe the election process, don't participate in the election. No, you can't have it both ways. On a daily basis, you work hard to try to make people in the country believe that the electoral process is failing them. That's your single point of view.
Priyanka ji, you are the in charge for Telangana. What is your party's stand of vote chori of Congress in Telangana? Tell me that. You are the in charge of AAP in Telangana. If I'm not wrong.
I have told you, vote
Priyanka, louder.
I'm not with Congress on that. Congress भी चोर है, आप उससे बड़े चोर हैं. Congress चोर है और आप उससे बड़े चोर हैं.
Tuin is on the debate. 2 versus 2 on the same note. Tuin, the point is we are heading towards a situation where people are asking that if should this alliance lose, they will then say we will go on a national campaign, on vote chori. Every time they win the election, they say we forget all this. You can't look the other way to him.
Right now, Arnab, right now the issue is ticket chori. If you look at it, most of the candidates of RJD Congress alliance, most of the seats have been given to the highest bidder. There are so many Dalit candidates who have not got the ticket and who are making these allegations that they asked for 3 crores.
Come on, Pankaj, respond.
Let me make it very clear. Right now, the issue in Bihar, the only issue in Bihar is ticket chori by RJD Congress Alliance. And number two, please don't, I saw you were daring the Aam Aadmi Party to not contest elections. Please don't dare them, because any which way, after their loss in the assembly elections in Punjab,
what happened in Bihar?
Aam Aadmi Party will be wound up. Aam Aadmi Party will not be in politics after 2027 defeat in Punjab.
Nationwide S.I.R. conducted under the same requirements which were used in Bihar would replicate the same risks of exclusion. It will not be possible door-to-door verification and physical checks by local booth level officers within these 3-4 months. Would it be feasible to
we are
publish
breaking.
exclusion
Sunil,
data
from Ludhiana, Sunil.
S.I.R. today stands for security. S.I.R. today stands for security.
On the line, callers are on. Sunil from Ludhiana. Sunil, is it yes SIR or no SIR for you?
Sir, is must for India. You cannot ignore this. Election Commission do its job. Similarly, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जिस तरीके से वोट फाइनल कर रहा है, उसी तरीके से जब भी किसी को कोई जॉब देता है, वही पेपर चेक करके उसको जॉब दे. जब इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स को जॉब ही नहीं मिलेगा तो ये खुद ही भाग जाएंगे.
Super, Pankaj, you heard that, Pankaj. You heard that.
I heard that, but nobody is hearing me. I was also speaking, but then you put my feather down.
No, but you were speaking over him at that time. And for me, the viewer is always right.
Court had to intervene. ECI provided no consolidated list of the excluded and no meaningful prior notice.
File an affidavit.
Individual
File
cases
an affidavit. Ishkaran.
These particulars. This was the situation in Bihar.
File an affidavit. Take the legal process.
Conducted under the
Go the legal route. Don't make up stories. Go legal. Fight them legally. Win in the court. Stop the election if you can. That's my advice to you. Ishkaran.
Arnab, just one line. This clear and present danger emanates from this entire strategy of kagaz nahi dikhayenge. Be it Waqf Fact, how are you the owner? Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. Be it how are you in India legally? Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. Be it why should you be allowed to vote in India? Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. For nothing they want to go to court.
Pankaj!
Court of law. Please don't interrupt you. This entire strategy which they spoke.
He has not disclosed why more than 3.5 lakh names were removed. When the draft and final rules.
Democracy. Please don't interrupt, because you brought this kagaz nahi dikhayenge narrative.
You are interrupting the whole democracy, the entire democratic system.
Okay, now I have Gangadhar from Bengaluru. Gangadhar, yes sir or no sir for you?
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening.
Yeah. See, first of all, we should understand India is the largest democracy in the world. And democracy is based on the fair elections. And how you just understand how the number of voters have increased over the year to year. And we have been, all the political parties are playing the game of increasing the voters in their states. What is the intention? They just wanted to grab the power.
The intention is inorganic growth of the population through systematic infiltration, Gangadhar.
Yes.
Infiltration, Gangadhar. Infiltration. We must fight it together. Okay, Gangadhar, thanks very much. I have breaking news coming in, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to be a thumbs up towards a strong movement for an Indo-US nuke deal, because I haven't seen a categorical comment as the one which has just come in from Piyush Goyal. Let's hear him. Let's hear what he said first. Let's hear him. Play the bite.
Negotiations.
We are in dialogue with the United States of America. Our teams are engaged. We recently had the Commerce Secretary visit the US, and he met with his counterparts. We continue to engage with them, and talks are progressing. We hope to work towards a fair
ongoing US-India trade negotiations. So would you like to tell us something about the ongoing US-India trade negotiations?
We are in dialogue with the United States of America. Our teams are engaged. We recently had the Commerce Secretary visit the US and he met with his counterparts. We continue to engage with them and talks are progressing. We hope to work towards a fair and equitable agreement.
We hope to work towards a fair and equitable agreement, hedging his bets or moving a little bit towards a possible, at least a halfway mark on a deal. Abhishek.
Well, yes, Arnab. So I would rather go by the Commerce Minister's body language. It was sort of very reassuring, and it seems that Piyush Goyal knows something more than what we already know. But I can tell you what I know, for example, from the recent round of talks, the fifth one that happened between India and the United States in Washington, D.C., which is that substantial ground has been covered between the last round and this one, and that our side is actually excited that if things really work out the manner in which they have planned, then by the end of November, that's about a month from now, India could be coming back to about 15% tariffs, and that's going to be a big one. There are parallel developments taking place. For example, India realigning its oil purchases, and we have put in a request to the Americans themselves and to Canadians that if you can replace whatever oil requirements that we have we have been purchasing from Russia, why not? Let's talk about it. So I think substantial ground has been covered, and that's getting reflected.
I thought he was being a little cautious, though. Sometimes what happens in news, Abhishek, the words sound stronger, read stronger, but when they are heard, they seem different. I would say it sounds like a bigger headline when you say we are hopeful of a deal in the near future. It looks like it's happening tomorrow. However, when I saw the body language, I thought he was very restrained. He was very pulling back. He was not committing on it because I think he is fully aware that there are political processes here. It's not just trade this time. There are demands being made. There was talk of a halfway house, a part deal, a half deal. I would read it by saying that all is not lost. Things are on track, but it's not as if they've been accelerated yet. Well, thanks, Abhishek, for that breaking news input. When I am back tonight, why I think, and we must admit, that positioning Tejasvi as the chief ministerial face, even if some people are saying the India alliance is not looking good, may not win the Bihar elections, positioning Tejasvi is not a bad idea. Only politically speaking, don't get me wrong there, politically speaking, it's a smart move. I'll tell you why when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's